The Adventures of Elena Temple is a game that just came out on the 14th of May on Nintendo Switch. It's been a few days before I managed to get my review together, and it's a quick review as I usually do them. It's based on feels. I've played enough of the game now to give you an honest opinion on the game, and I've got to admit that it's pretty darn good fun. It's a simple in premise. It's a museum of one particular story about a game that's not been exactly well received, and your basic main mission in the game is to complete it and enjoy all the variations of the game throughout the years and on different devices, and little TV screens and handheld Game Boys, and little nods to the Commodore and Spectrum and stuff like that. And that's what I like about it. It's pretty unique in its delivery, and I do like that. The game is a real big throwback to a lot of the gaming consoles from back in my day, like the Game Boy handheld, Game Boy Advanced, stuff like that. The Spectrum, the Commodore, my god. And speaking of Spectrum, this game, it reminds me of Jet Set Willy 2, an old Spectrum classic. Another game similar to this on Spectrum was Manic Miner, another awesome game. But that was early days, and it's nice to see this sort of game be a real throwback to the games I used to play as a kid on Spectrum, Commodore as well, and very later on the Mega Drive. These sort of platform games on the Game Gear and Game Boy were very welcome. This was trendy, especially on Game Boy. There's a lot of games like this, and this is just a well crafted one. Every trap, puzzle, step, ledge, disappearing steps as well, and special buttons that unlock traps and unlock stuff in other rooms is what makes it a step above any other game that's like this. It's just very well made. And okay, you're collecting coins and opening chests and then discovering secret areas to unlock the ability to find these chests. Adds a lot of value and fun to the game. Speaking of value, the game is only £4, which is pretty amazing, as this game is definitely worth every penny. To tell you the truth, when you do open the special rooms and unlock the little map hints to where all the chests are, it makes the game just a tad easier, enough to that you really find yourself really doing your best you can to get those last chests, and it's good fun to get them too. And the coins and everything will unlock virtually nothing in this game. It'll just give you a good score. There's no real premise to the game except for finding stuff and enjoying the game as it was meant to be, a failure. That's what the story said. It was a total failure. But the game itself here is a real work of art. I love it. It's a good throwback. It's just well crafted. Every trap, as I said, every ledge, everything, every little puzzle piece in this game is just laid out perfectly, and each room has a different challenge, different enemies. And some are more ingenious than others, some are simple, some are just really frustrating, but not so frustrating that you want to quit the game, because the instant spawns, the way the game handles is really good. I mean, you will die a lot in this game, but it doesn't matter, because there's no list, there's no short list on lives. You're just going to continue breathing because it gives you unlimited lives in this game, which is pretty good. So it can be a failure, but it doesn't matter, because you will beat this game, because you can't die permanently. There's no permadeath, none of that rubbish. It's just a fun game. That's what it's meant to be. Just a good throwback game to back in the day when games were frustratingly difficult, like Jet Set Willy and all the rest of them, all those sort of games. All the Commodore and Spectrum classics I enjoyed as a kid, and then all the clones that I enjoyed as well on the Game Boy, Game Gear, and Micro Game Boy as well. All the really cool stuff back in the 80s and 90s, and now that everything's got more complicated, it's just nice to go back in time and play one of these sort of games. This and Deep ones as well, same sort of idea, but this is just well executed. The multi-screen idea is just genius. I like it. It just makes it more appealing to me. And handheld mode, it's fantastic. It really is. It's so responsive, plays really well. Short game, you can beat this in a few hours. But I've just been messing around. I've not even been really playing properly. I've just been, playing it and just having a good old laugh, and just really trying to get the best of this game. But it's all the multi-screens that I do like. It's a gimmick, but it does suit the game, and it's a really well made game, and for that reason, for £4, it's a must buy. I highly recommend it.